Good morning, I'm Robert Tan. Let's unlock the tricks of the trade, get to know the brilliant minds who changed their industries and created innovations that continue to influence lives. Be inspired here on Trade Talks, My Milyonaryo. There is no small idea in business. With the right strategy, one can make it big with a simple concept, which can expand exponentially. One good example is our guest today. Robert Aguilar is the man behind Ala's Hot Sauce since he started the business in 2020. Their product line has expanded, offering more choices to his customers. Let's find out more about his hot-selling product. Good morning, Robert, and welcome to My Milyonaryo. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
Okay, Robert, let's start from the beginning. You studied architecture, but your path led you to the kitchen instead of construction. Now, was that a painful decision, or did you already feel something pulling you towards a different life?
It's more of both. Kasi when you started your journey abroad, you don't have really the clear idea kung saan ka pupunta eh. And during those times, maganda sa Middle East really those times kasi once nandun ka na, kahit hindi mo feel, you can go to those ventures kasi.
Ano yung nagbago? You went there as an architect, but medyo malayo napunta ka into cooking.
Ibang laban abroad eh. Kasi lahat nga tayo, although most Filipinos alam ito eh, mga OFWs natin, hindi talaga yung kung ano yung ibibigay sa'yo abroad, ibang laban doon talaga. So you'll never know kung saan ka mapupunta. Pero one thing about nga sa Middle East, maganda ang ano doon, if kahit wala ka experience, you'll be able to pursue our career.
How was that experience? 10 years ka dyan sa Dubai, cooking high-end steaks. And I imagine hindi siya masyadong glamorous. And what was the experience like? You mentioned that you shared a room with 8 of your Indian flatmates. How was that experience dyan sa Dubai?
Iba, kasi you got to experience different cultures and different food. Yeah, doon nag-start yung journey ko eh. Marami kang nakuhang flavors, marami kang natutunan sa kanila. And yeah, masarap din. So, medyo mahirap kasi may language barrier. Meron din tayong, syempre, lost in translation. Minsan nag-uusap sila sa language nila and then
parang nalileft out ka.
Totoo. Hindi mo alam kung anong nangyayari. Pero okay naman. At least, we Filipinos, we always adapt to things eh. Parang mahusay tayo dyan.
Na yung 10 years mo dyan sa Dubai, why did you come back dito sa Pilipinas after 10 years?
Ano na eh. Wala lang. Parang it's a decision na talagang nag-iiba na kasi rin yung Dubai noon. There's a financial crisis noon. And then the taxes are, di ba?
Mataas na rin.
Na-implement na siya. Dati tax-free lahat sa Dubai. And then yun. So 2016, so, uwi na lang ako.
Now, coming back to the Philippines before the pandemic, na-imagine mo ba nung excuse me, na nag-pandemic na, ano yung naisip mo during that time na nakakulong lahat sa bahay, marami nawalan ng trabaho. What was that experience like for you? Coming back, then a few years later, tinamaan tayo ng pandemic.
Iba eh. Lahat tayo na-reboot, di ba? Parang out of boredom. And syempre, wala naman tayo magagawa sa mga bahay-bahay natin. You can see a lot of plantitas nag-boom those times. Merong mga home cooks na nag-thrive through online selling. So, just a knack of gut feel na sabi ko, sige nga, try natin. Why not hot sauce business? Di ba?
Bakit nga? Bakit hot sauce ang naisip mo during the pandemic?
Well,
Parang marami pagkain because marami talagang nangailangan ng pagkain. Pero hot sauce hindi talaga masyadong kilala dito unless sili lang at hinahalo sa
Yes.
toyo. But yung actual hot sauce, it's not very that popular here, no?
Maganda nga kasi yung challenge na yun eh. We're not really a chili eating country. Kumbaga, hindi naman natin, hindi tayo mahilig sa maanghang, basically, di ba? Not unless Bicolano ka or what. Pero, di ba, yung culture kasi ng sili is, yun, nadala ko rito from abroad. And then sabi ko, I was surprised nga. Meron na pala nagbebenta and nag-grow dito ng mga habaneros, ghost peppers, and Carolina Reapers, yung mga super hot peppers. So, why not try it?
But during that time, during the pandemic, ano daw, it was just an idea or how did that come about yung pagsimula ng paggawa ng hot sauce? And during the pandemic, no? What was going through your mind during that time?
Very
at
timely.
pumasok sa isip mo to?
Very timely lang kasi you have the whole the time na para mag-R&D ng mga bagay-bagay. And then, ayun nga, I got to get my hands on some of the chilies. And then sabi ko, I'm gonna bottle this one and let my friends try.
Pero nabanggit mo kanina during our conversation before the program na parang it was out of boredom also?
Yes.
During the pandemic dahil wala kang ginagawa?
Wala, talagang we were stuck eh. Hindi ako nakalabas talaga for 8 months. So mula nung nag-lockdown na, like some members lang ng family ko ang merong quarantine pass and I was like stuck at home. So sabi ko, and then, isa pala, YouTube. YouTube. When I saw this, there's a guy called Chili Champ na nakita ko yung how he processes the hot sauces, how he bottles it, and then natuwa ako sa branding niya. And sabi ko, parang wala pa rito masyado sa Pilipinas ito. And I think we can do it.
Now tell us yung story mo on how 1 kilo of habaneros na you ordered online and just an 8,000 peso ayuda from the government turned into your first batch of hot sauce. What were those nights like? Did you ever think, is this too crazy to work? Is this something na I should do?
Di ba nga tight ang budget natin lahat noon? So it's like natigil tayo lahat. Wala tayong source of incomes and then kumbaga kung ano lang yung savings mo, that's it. And luckily for me, nabigyan tayo ng city government ng Quezon City na I'm one of the lucky ones na naka-receive ng ayuda. 8,000, I turned it. Sabi ko, sige, let's start it. Let's buy some bottles, a kilo of chili peppers, and then the rest is history na.
So, you had 8,000 peso in capital, no fancy kitchen, and yet you started bottling your own sauce. Now, what pushed you to keep going even, you mentioned yung mga bottles, a few, and future in this hot sauce business, you thought was quite uncertain.
Yes, may niche market talaga to eh. Talagang hindi talaga mahilig ang Pilipino sa hot sauces. So, malaking gamble to. Kumbaga, let's see, pero I let my friends try muna. I let some family members, and they love it. So, and some of the people, they recommend it. So, doon na ako nag-push through na, sige na nga, let's make a brand, and then, sige, and tuloy-tuloy na natin.
Was there some point that may obstacle ka that you thought, is this something that I really want to do? But before you answer that, Robert, yung mainit pa yung discussion natin after we have to take a short break. Trade Talks will be right back. You're back on Trade Talks, My Milyonaryo. We continue our conversation with Robert Aguilar, the maker of Alas Hot Sauce. Now, Robert, before the break, I was asking you, ano yung mga obstacles na nadaanan mo during yung process mo ng journey na ginagawa mo tong hot sauce? Meron bang time na naisip mo, tama ba to? O this is not the right business for me? Or kung mga obstacles na dinaanan mo, how did you push on? Ano yung nag-motivate sa'yo?
Mahirap nung una kasi talagang when you're starting a brand, talagang kailangan mo ng marketing, kailangan mo ng proper na ads. And wala tayong magawa during the pandemic, kundi social media. So, kasi doon mo lang pwede i-promote talaga yung product mo, hindi ka pwede lumabas. So isa yan sa mga big struggle ko noon. Pero sa kitchen, wala namang naging problema except for some supplies. Ang hirap din kumuha ng ibang supplies kasi you have to order online. Everything online eh. Kasi hindi ka pwedeng pumunta sa palengke to get fresh ingredients. Now you have to gamble and order something online.
Ayun, online. Paano ka nakakasiguro na yung in-order mo online ay nakakarating na tama? During that time, napansin namin maraming mga nasa-scam sa online. Eh, lalo na ito, this is not a very yung mga habaneros, hard to come by yan.
Yes po, and medyo pricey siya. So medyo talagang nakatakot sumugal, especially sa mga bagong buyers like me. Kasi hindi ko rin alam kung legit ba silang sellers, 'di ba? Lahat naman tayo may mga ganun. Have faith on people na lang eh, 'di ba? Parang hindi natin
pikit mata na lang.
Bahala na kung dumating.
But how did that work for you?
It turned out great naman.
Pero na yung social media, paano to nakatulong during the pandemic sa pagbebenta mo ng hot sauce mo?
Mas okay actually nung during the pandemic eh, kasi ang mga tao noon tamad. Wala talaga
walang lumalabas.
So they order online. So once na mag-post ka lang sa social media ng isang item, they will grab it. Parang, oops, this is a new commodity or what. So napebenta naman, mabilis yung turnout. So,
napansin mo na dito pala sa Pilipinas, maraming mahilig sa different types of hot sauce?
Oo, nagulat ako noon. And then, wala pa ako idea na may nag-exist na Philippine Hot Sauce Club. So, wow, parang sobra ako na-overwhelmed sa orders. And then sabi ko, sige na nga, tuloy-tuloy na natin. And then I got the privilege to join the club na. And I have to meet a lot of great minds sa business.
Para dito. Now you mentioned nung una, puro online yung paghahanap mo ng supply mo ng mga habaneros, yung mga types of chili. Pero you mentioned that you have a farm in Mindoro and you also mentioned that meron kang kaibigan na isang agriculturist. Now, how important was that connection and how did it change the way you approach your business at paano lumaki yung business mo on that part?
Maganda kasi medyo nakita ko yung costing, medyo mataas na kasi mahal to mga sili na to compared to the local silis na nabibili natin sa market. So it's a high value crop. And then sabi ko, ayoko nang bumili. So magpatanim na lang tayo sa Mindoro. And then ayun nga, I got to keep in touch with my old classmate nung high school. And sabi ko, sige, anong knowledge mo sa sili? And sabi niya is lang naman yan, parang talong and kamatis. So sige, let's try natin. And then 6 months later, ayun, that's our first harvest came in. Okay naman.
Doon na nagsimula. You know, there's something poetic about using yung land mo sa Mindoro na nagtatanim ka ng different types of chili, especially for someone who lived abroad. Did you ever think na fate brought you home here sa Mindoro para magamit yung farmland nyo to do your business here? Yeah,
siguro. Ganun na nga eh. Kasi we all know it's a rice basket na ng Luzon, Mindoro, right? When you say Mindoro, connected siya sa rice, bananas, and lots of agricultural produce. Pero kung iisipin mo sili, it's not really that. Teka, pero we wanted to change that. Alam mo, gusto namin in the near future, 5 or 10 years from now, meron ng sili talaga sa market namin, sa public market.
How significant sa'yo yung paggamit mo ng farmland mo sa Mindoro? Doon ka galing at doon ka bumalik, nagsimula ng negosyo. Nabanggit mo kasi you were taking care of your family during that time. Nagkaroon kayo ng parang health crisis.
Yes.
So, gaano ka significant ngayon na pagbalik mo from abroad, merong naibalik sa yung roots mo. Doon ka sa roots mo. How significant sa family mo yan?
Maganda kasi after almost a decade na nawala ka, you have to reconnect na with the people that you love, na you missed. And then sad times lang, they're sick. Pero we get over it naman. So okay naman, at least we pay homage to our roots na. So
paano mo na-balance yung time mo in growing your business and of course taking care of your family during that time? Medyo mabigat ba? Paano yung time management mo niyan?
Hindi na. They passed away na pre-pandemic pa. So 2019 they passed away. So both of them same year. So medyo nagmo-mourn pa ako nung 2020, early 2020s. And then ayan, and the pandemic, ayan na siya. And then, ayun.
Dito na. Now, have you expanded your product list? Ano pa yung mga binebenta mo ngayon maliban sa mga hot sauce mo? Now you have a different type of business. Ikaw na rin ngayon lang nagsusupply ba sa mga ibang mga gumagawa rin ng hot sauce?
Yes. Since marami kaming produce, medyo kulang yung market sa yung supply sa market. So we will able to balance out the supply. Nagsusupply ako sa ibang restaurants, sa hotels, and then mga fresh chilies to. And also sa makers natin na kasama sa hot sauce.
So nakakatulong yon na dati hirap ka kumuha ng supply. Ngayon ikaw na nag-supply sa sarili mo at sa mga ibang mga sa community. May nabanggit ka, malaki yung community ng hot sauce dito sa Pilipinas. Ano ba? Very competitive o nagtutulong-tulungan kayo?
We always help each other. Talagang ilahan pataas. Yun ang nakakatuwa doon sa group. And pag meron kang kailangan, they're always there to help naman.
Tulad na, can you give instance na talagang ano yung mga tulong na binibigay mo o binibigay nila sa inyo in times na kinakailangan nyo?
It's like meron kang naisip na recipe or like, tingin mo, feasible. You ask for consultation sa kanila and then tingin ko, okay. And sometimes sa supplies, nanghihiram ako ng bote.
Hirap ba?
Mahirap kasi medyo madami. Pero hiraman ng gano'n.
Yun ang maganda, no? Pag isang community kayo, kahit iba-iba kayo nagbebenta, nagtutulungan. Kasi may mga ibang industry, alam natin, very competitive yan.
Yes.
So how important is that community now at gaano kalaki siya ngayon at lumalaki ba? Nakikita ba natin na mas lumalaking awareness dito sa Pilipinas na may nagbebenta ng hot sauce, hindi lang yung mga sile, yung normal na sile, di ba? Pag kumakain tayo, ilalagay mo sa toyo. But meron talaga yung mga different hot sauce na gawa sa Pilipinas.
Yes po. Pare-pareho kasi kami ng common ground talaga. As in, meron kaming advocacy na iangat yung hot sauce culture dito sa Pilipinas. And sana, in the years to come, mas lumaki pa at lumakas.
Now, Robert, maraming mga entrepreneurs na burn out ng maaga, pero sa iyo, yung mga sleepless nights mo, naging seeds of success mo yan. How did you stay motivated when, alam mo, nabanggit mo, hindi naman guaranteed, hindi mo alam na talagang lalago to magiging successful itong negosyong pinasok mo?
Mahirap, pero kailangan natin lumaban lagi. Katulad nga niyan, sabi mo, mahirap yung sleepless nights. Yun yung pinaka-problema when it comes to business. Dati, when you're working, sabi mo, okay, 8 hours work, and then pahinga. And pag nag-business ka, mas may free time ka. Pero hindi pag may business ka, mas lalo kang preoccupied sa time and sa work.
Robert, sa mga nanonood ngayon, marami mga OFWs, frustrated na mga naghahanap ng trabaho, yung mga bored dreamers, stuck at home, ano yung masasabi mo sa kanila na kaya pala magsimula out of nothing? Ano yung advice na pwede mong bigay sa kanila?
God willing na and perfect timing, perfect na product, and something na gusto mong i-share sa mundo, and you're something na passionate ka, I think kaya mo mag-produce, or any person
Don't
can
stop
do
na
it.
lang,
Oo.
And finally, Robert, no, pag nakikita mo yung bottle ng hot sauce mo now, labeled, sealed, and sold, ano yung nakikita mo? Product, brand, or something much deeper than that? Ano yan? Passion? Or
For me, I see art and also legacy na when it in the years to come. And sana yung magtuloy-tuloy yung brand, and then I just the ultimate dream is makita yung condiment mo in every household. Di ba?
yun, maganda.
Oo.
Robert, thank you for your time. A lot of inspiration from a business na out of boredom and now very successful. And
Thank you
nakikita
so
natin yung awareness ngayon ng mga hot sauce dito sa Pilipinas. Marami pala. And
Yes.
thank you. Good luck on your journey.
Yes, thank you so much.
Ayan, thank you, Robert. And that's today's show. Catch us again on Trade Talks My Milyonaryo for inspiring stories like these of entrepreneurs and innovators and the secrets to their success. I'm Robert Tan. Keep it here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel.